Ooh, Kerbal Space Program. We are going to do some interesting things. We're going to try to finish our lathe landing to complete our Jool 5 mission. Making some pretty good progress there, and I am excited to see how that goes. Aside from that, let's see here. We are increasing the number of subscribers here, which is always fun. And we're going to try to, well, rescue a couple of Kerbals. So, first thing to do. Last time we ended with me extraordinarily tired and trying to figure out how to rescue this mission. I had launched a mission to try to rescue it, and it was just failing miserably. So I did some tweaking to see what I could do, and I came up with a way to save it. I did advance a little bit further than I had so desired. Let's go ahead and just execute this as planned. So we're going to, let's see here. Trying to target this thing. We're going to do a very, very slow, methodical burn. Slowest setting we can get and see what we can do. I don't know why that's... I guess it's just because we're just barely... Yeah, I mean, this is already a fairly slow burning craft. So here's our close approach. And we can still get a little bit closer, obviously. That's pretty darn close. It's still in 300 and some odd days. So I'm going to set a maneuver here just for the timing of it. Apply change, and hopefully it will actually record that, because I've had mixed results with actually recording these. And let's go back in here. Okay. We'll keep an eye on that, though. Next thing of some interest is this mission, which would be our next one to get somewhere interesting. This one is trying to land on here on Duna. It has a maneuver in 68 days. Let's just go ahead and fast forward. I believe that's our next maneuver of any note. We also have an Eeloo mission that is well on its way. The Dres lander, when it gets to be about here, we're going to have a maneuver, but it's got a little bit of time before it hits there. Yeah, we'll do. It's getting extraordinarily close to Duna. The Eeloo... It's going to encounter Eeloo right around here. Hopefully we can actually land on Eeloo, because otherwise it's going to be an interesting way home. We're getting close. Let's warp to the next maneuver. The next maneuver is not anything really special. Looks like we're just ahead of the planet, and pretty soon we'll be within its gravitational influence, so that's nice. Okay. So what this maneuver will do is have our periapsis be pretty much right on target. I'm going to put us down to normal speed, and we're just going to go ahead and do this maneuver. So, yeah. We got our solar panels out. I think I'm going to take this full atmospheric. We'll go ahead and leave the little bit of delta V for some increased maneuverability. Delete and close. Perfect. Actually, no. We're going to do exactly as planned. I forgot our other spacecraft. We needed to change back the velocity. That's okay. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to put this on stop. And we'll just keep burning until 25 is probably a bit low, but let's go ahead and eject the stage. And now we're at 23. The stage went the wrong direction. Daggum. So we'll go ahead and point radial out, which is going to be a bit of a problem. Okay. Well, 23 kilometers is a little bit too far. So we're just going to warp ahead a little bit. And eventually will no longer be exactly bullseyed. And it shouldn't take too long. Okay. So I'm going to pull the solar panels in because they're the most likely to get damaged by this maneuver. And even our comm antenna, which is not critical, but we'll go ahead and pull it. We're just going to burn just a scooch. To about 40. There we go. This will do. So we're going to take a slight atmosphere dive, but not horrible. Extend our panels back out because I think we're in the clear. Let's just make sure that's the case. Yeah. Hello, booster. It's a good sign, though, that this booster will probably disintegrate, which is what we want. It's actually pretty cool to see the little fairing that we normally keep the engine in. Anyways, let's keep going. Little flyby of the booster, check to see how things look. Got 2 days to warp, so let's just go ahead and get close. Oh, looks like we have some science. This is actually a really good altitude. So we're gonna lock this in prograde. How far is the booster? Booster is increasingly far away, which is kind of interesting, but I think it's gonna pull closer. Let's go ahead and warp till we get to pretty close. Even closer. Okay, it's time to tuck in. We'll retract our stuff. Collect everything. Now, we are going to have to do a bit of a burn, but not too bad. Oh, we have a big dish. I forgot about that. We'll retract this as well. I think that's less critical, but it's still a good idea. So we're going to warp until we hit the atmosphere. And that is now, we have 1 minute until perigee, which is probably Actually, we're not going to need that much of a burn to get us in, so we'll wait until here. Just fast forward a bit. We'll go at about 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, fire. So, a little bit of atmosphere. This thing is much, much lower, and it should be hurting if it was following atmosphere physics, which is probably not. Let's get this thing so we have an orbit. And then we'll switch over to this one to let it fall into the atmosphere and watch it burn. Because watching things burn is fun. Almost there. Come on. No, 12 days. And then suddenly the time to... Okay. That's good enough. Now we'll switch to this. Oh, we can't switch because we're still in the atmosphere. Interesting. Oh well, we'll keep burning then. Because we really want this there. That's a more reasonable. I don't want to set that as target. I want to switch to it. No. Okay, well, it's going to escape, but we'll pretend that it died like it should have. Oh well. Because otherwise it's just going to go off to who knows where. So, I think our best bet is going to be to approach this to land right around here when our target is there. So let's go ahead and extend some solar panels. We should be in the clear now. We'll get our comms back. I just want to see how much our target rotates around. And it looks like the answer is not a ton. Actually, it orbits plenty. So, yeah, we need to decrease 4 hours again. I think we'll be fine, but we're going to land on the dark side, which I don't like. But this is just going to have to do. Get ourselves into safe mode. Still should be good for atmospheric flight. We'll be high enough. We'll definitely slow this down a bit, but it should be an acceptable amount. We kind of want it to be a little bit lower anyways. Let's set this as our target. So right here, this descending node, we want to land when it's right before the descending node because it's going to rotate a little bit more. Let's go ahead and put it radial. So this way we slow down a little bit more. And I can see that we're having a little bit of trouble getting it there, which is good. We want to be slowing down more. But we're not really slowing down that much. I I'm okay with that. We were approximately here last time. We're just going to come around. We may... It may be that it's better to try to land. We definitely want to try to land on the day side. This is hard enough as it is. We are slowing down now. That's good. Because we're still getting lower, but we're slowing down. That means we're definitely losing some velocity. Not a huge amount. But it looks like our come around time is going to be almost an hour shorter. Which is fine. We'll go ahead and just warp full speed. Now we're rocking a bit, which is fine. Solar panels would probably be okay. Yeah. We lost a full hour to our orbit. We could do the same thing again, actually. I'm just going to extend one panel. We're going to hold off on the comms. Funny thing is we probably have all the signs, but we're going the opposite way of Ike. That's interesting. That's fine. Oh, we're also going the opposite way of this. No, this is going. Yeah, that's we knew that. Okay. I think I'm going to actually lock on retrograde this time because we don't want to slow down quite as much. Did we get our panel tucked away? No, we didn't. Retract. Just in time. Okay. We would have been okay for the upper parts of the atmosphere, but it's better safe than sorry. We're definitely not slowing down as much this time, but we are still slowing down a little bit, which is good. I'll go ahead and lock this at radial. We'll slow down a little bit more. That should be good. Our surface speed is actually higher than our orbital speed. Yeah. We went into the wrong way, which is fine. It won't hurt much. Does mean we gotta be a little bit more careful, but this is fine. Okay. Extend the panel. And then warp again. I want to keep an eye on what direction this is moving. Okay, it's going the opposite direction, yeah. So we actually need to be right around here. Go ahead and lock our panel. It's going to be pretty close the next time we go through here. So we'll just go ahead and warp. Yeah, it's fine. Trick is fudgicles. We really need to. Ooh, we're having some problems keeping our attitude now, which is okay. I'm okay with using a bit of power. Oh, target orbital. Yeah, that's better. We still have a fair bit of speed that we can lose and still be safe. And it's going to be a lot easier if we're lower. Okay. So I'm going to warp to here. Let's get some power going. We're about halfway, and it's pretty clear to me that we're going to be nowhere near, so we're going to go ahead and just keep warping like we are. That is an odd looking rock. I'll pull the panel as soon as we enter the atmosphere. Or right now. Okay, we're getting a lot closer. We're still not going to be anywhere near come the next orbit. Which is fine. We'll stay like this. We have about 2 minutes this time till perigee, which means we're got about 30 seconds. Maybe we'll build a chopper on Mars for ingenuity. Build a rover, that could be fun. I suppose we could twist the orbit a little bit, but this would be a better spot to pull off the landing if we can. Actually, no. This will do. This is fine. Keep warping, slowing down. Whew. Scared me for a sec. My screen just minimized for reasons I do not know. Looks though like we might be doing a nighttime landing, which will be fun. Actually, let's warp to here. And if it's right around now, we're nowhere near. I don't want to do a nighttime landing. It's really what it comes down to. We don't have a spacecraft built for a nighttime landing, and this will be a nighttime landing zone. So, that being said, let's just keep doing what we're doing. We're going to try for the landing when it gets to be here. We just don't have the gear to really do a good nighttime landing. Yeah, we've passed our point 2. And well, We'd be fairly close if we tried to land there now, but not quite. So let's go full speed, warp it through. Another 2 minutes or so in the atmosphere. Nothing too terrible. We are starting to get to the point, though. I'm going to put this on retrograde. We don't want to slow down that much. We do need to slow down a fair bit still. In order for this to work best, we're going to have to be basically in a circular orbit. We do have fuel to spare. In theory, we could land this and have enough fuel to get home without even having to refuel right now. But I don't think we want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and burn. We're going to get this done. Okay, then we're going to switch to a prograde. And we're going to warp to here. We're going to circularize, not circularize, but we're going to get ourselves out of the atmosphere. And then we're going to warp until this spacecraft is at the right spot. Okay, let's go ahead. Full speed ahead. We've probably done all of these experiments before, but we'll collect them again. Why not? What? Come on. Why is it not letting me? Won't let me just increase by a squid. Oh, it's because this is not controlled. Oh dear. Well, we'll go ahead and full throttle. That's fine. So we're out of the atmosphere. If we do this, then we have plenty of signals. So let's go ahead and warp until we're back here. And then we'll do that again. I think we'll perform another aero braking maneuver. No, we have plenty of fuel. Let's go ahead and do this just using our our ample. There we go. That's a better choice of words. Fuel reserve. Let's get almost pure circular. Okay, this will do. So we're going to just slow. Okay, we're gonna put this right there. Hang on. past the point. Okay. Let's go ahead and warp at a faster speed, even though it's going to be a little bit jiggy. Okay, slow down for a bit. So we're getting fairly close. I think the next orbit, I think what we're going to try to do is put this ascending node at about 35. So we're going to warp to here, set it retrograde. We're going to put this at 35 kilometers. That's going to be really close to right on the line. How's my power? Okay, we do have power. So we're going to... a little bit lower. Okay, that should do. So, we have one panel deployed. Let's go warp to about here. We're not going to be spot on, I don't think. Okay, we are at our fastest warp speed considering. I think this will do fine for a Duna landing. Okay. So, retract the antenna, retract the panels. Now we're going to go for landing. We are a bit off, but that's okay. Ideally, we want to do this much earlier. So let's go... Hang on. We don't want to be pure retrograde. We actually want to kind of angle our flight a little bit. We have no control, and I'm not risking that. Okay. So let's put it to radial, because we're going to try to slow down a little bit quicker. Actually, before we get too far, let's I always forget to do this before we get too critical. I should have done this in the VAB. It's the thing I always forget. Oh well. Lower the drogues so we can get partial deployment quicker. I know some of them are 0.1, some of them are 0, and that's okay. No, they're all 0.1. Okay, full warp. Still, that will give us some improvement. We do not want to land at the perigee. want to land before it. And I think we're on a good track to do so. Well, we're definitely landing. Okay, I'm going to put us on a retrograde because we actually are coming in a little bit too good. Oh boy. Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna... Oh, this is prograde. Wait. This is prograde. I'm gonna just speed up a little bit. Yeah, that's not a walkable distance. Let's try a little bit normal, maybe? Maybe anti-normal? No, we want to go full retrograde at this point in time. Ooh. Toasty. We'll fire. Well, we do want to land one way or another. Okay, we got partial deployment. We are a long ways. Oh dear. Well, that is further than I wanted to be. And we tipped over. And we broke our comm dish. Yeah. So, there's really not much we can do here. Probably should have deployed that last parachute, but that's okay. This is also a bust. So we may as well have some fun here. Let's just see if we can possibly do this. Yep. Okay. Well, another rescue mission bites the dust. Poor guys. That one at least landed in one piece. It just tipped over sideways. Plant a flag on pole. We could theoretically do this. I'll take the Eeloo mission. Okay. Well, that was fun. It's almost becoming a meme at this point in time. Asteroid Grabber is well on its way. This should be terminated. Let's check out our Jool 5. Let's see if we have enough fuel to get us off the planet. Those poor astronauts or Kerbalots. They're never going to get home. That's right. We only have 3 panels. are still too low. Oh, that's a flag. Okay. It's gonna take us a while. That was a scary sound. Huh. Okay. Air rescue's got a while. But it may be the next thing of any interest that happens. Duna needs to be a little bit ahead for any of those to work. Dres Lander has a maneuver in a year. Air rescue. I don't think I get the maneuver set up right. Let's try this. Oh, this is the deep space air. Oh, this is the one that's lost. Never mind. Let's go switch to. I'll go ahead and arm this. Otherwise, this is fine. We have 3 solar panels. They are one-time deployable, so we're going to hold off for any risky maneuvers for this. 300 days. Okay. This will be fine. Well, the next thing clearly. Wait. Air rescue. Oh, okay. That's not relevant. Yeah, this is fine. Eeloo has its maneuver in 3 years. Dres. Maneuvers in 1 year. And then the asteroid grabber, its maneuver is in 320 days. So this is the next one of interest. Let's just fast forward the time some. We're going to keep an eye out for a possible flight. Basically, when Kerbin has gotten to be roughly here relative to Duna, then we should be able to send another rescue mission. Actually, before we go too far, let's see what our missions look like. Bring yellow stones from pole. Nah. Also no. Okay. This is fine. Yeah, they're getting closer. Okay, we're going to be a fair ways from Kerbin, so getting back to Kerbin will be fun here. Still nowhere near an interesting trajectory. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I think it's going to take a long time to fuel up for our trip to Lathe. Okay. Let's go ahead and fly this. Now, we'll kill this. And we're just going to warp to 3 days. We'll warp to about here. Put this on target mode. Retrograde. You can see that we're coming real close. they're very close to spot on. Let's keep going. We'll go about an hour out, and then we're gonna see if we slow this down. Wait, we're gonna need to increase our thrust. So the distance is actually getting a little bit better, which is good. And our speed is definitely getting better. Okay. Relative speed is low, and we are closer. I think we want to burn just a little bit like this, and this will get us even closer. Good. So our closest approach is an hour away now. Let's go ahead and get in much closer. Like just a minute away. Okay, we can see now that they're starting to drift. We can see which direction. So we're going to go ahead and fire in about this direction, which will tend to push our retrograde point towards the closest approach, and we can see that our distance is dropping. So is our relative speed at our closest encounter. Okay. We're a little bit off on our thrust, which is why that's stopped. Getting much better. Okay, point 1. We'll lock on retrograde, and then we're going to stop completely once we get close enough. Where is our target? It's right there. So we're going to slow down our relative speed to basically 0 once we get to about 150 kilometers away, roughly. That should do nicely. We'll warp ahead a bit. Actually, we can even push it this way. So this is going to get us even closer. Yeah, we're moving almost straight towards it. We're going to stop at about 50. Actually, let's point this straight at, and then we're going to point this at the target. I think this will be close enough for a successful capture. No, doesn't look quite right. So we're going to stop. Actually, we're going to stay right here. Ooh, that's close. Can we bonk it? Let's stop this completely. Okay. Point straight at the target. Actually, point a little bit this way. And... okay. Kill the RCS. We have a lock. Okay. Where do we go from here? Now, our new target is Kerbin, which we have. How are we going to get back there? We need to... Boy, we're a long ways away now. We want to be roughly at this maneuvering node. We need to have a slightly larger orbit. Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. The closest approach is still getting closer. There we go. Let's focus the view here. Honestly, a moon flyby. No, I don't think so. Let's see if we can rotate this in a little bit. Push out. So we have 600 meters per second, delta V. I'm wondering here. Are we doing this at the wrong point? Maybe we do want a moon flyby. Well, this will be close enough where I think we can get it with a little tweaker burn. So I'm going to go ahead and burn all of the RCS to make this happen first. And then we're going to use our normal fuel. You have a decent amount of RCS, so we may as well use it. Okay, RCS, go. So this is giving us more delta V, and it's also improving our ability to do the maneuver. So it's a win-win. You can see though we're having to fire a little bit off axis. Let's go ahead and fire as much as we can. I'm just worried last time. Well, hang on. We're going to turn our RCS off. We're going to very briefly release. Then we're going to lock in We're going to set this as our target. This is not right at all. Hang on. Okay, point straight towards our target. And then we're going to switch back to here. We're going to set this as our target. We're going to point anti-target. Okay. Switch back here. Slow us down to 0. We're going to head straight towards the target. I'm going to actually lower this down. And I'm going to see if I can actually get this straight on this time. And then we're going to see if we can do that same maneuver that we were hoping to do. If not, we'll just have to replan it. Okay, a little bit. Almost straight on, so straight towards the target. Hopefully, this will give us a little bit better perspective. Okay, we have our maneuver. Good. Lock on the maneuver. Still turn on the RCS. And oh, look at how much cleaner this is. We're just going out of the one port. Which means we're not wasting the fuel that we were wasting before. Let's see what happens when we... Good. I think we'll save the RCS. Because we may need it. If I burn any more, it goes further out. So, yep, that will do. Okay. Let's, plan for another maneuver in just a scooch, maybe a day. Let's see if we can tweak this. Oh. Here we go. So we need to slow down a bit. And I think I'm going to lock this in and just dial in the burn, see what we do. It's amazing that it's 77 seconds. Well, we had a little bit less. I think this is perfectly right. So I'm going to lock in, and we're just going to keep burning like this until we hit the atmosphere. Or we stop going down. No, we stopped going down there. So I think the maneuver's done. Then we're going to go to a slight retrograde. Really? Prograde? There. Huh. Well, okay. It seems like we're gonna have to do one more adjustment burn. Let's try it maybe here. Yeah, this is interesting. Shucks, what if we try it here? We're pretty low relative speed to Kerbin. If we add a maneuver here, can we get this into the atmosphere? Yeah, we can. And it's not even much of one. Okay, let's just do that. That's way, way better. We'll get it. Let's go about 36. Let's lock on. And then we're going to set a maneuver node. This is contingency rescue. Okay. Just do a very, very tweaker burn there. Let's, before we leave this be, let's make sure that everything looks nice. I guess it doesn't want to do that, but that's fine. We should have plenty of power there. This will do just nicely. Just peachy. Okay. Let's check on our Jool 5 lander. Because this should be ready to go, or pretty close to it. And if not, it's because we got problems. Thug, thug, thug. Jeez. So slow. We're apparently on a very, very poor resource area of the planet. .6, yeah. So we could try to get something better, or we can just make do. Or we could just go to Lathe anyways, which honestly... yeah, we could do it. But I don't know that we have enough fuel to orbit, and we need to make sure that we land over land. So we're just going to keep going like this for a while. It's fine. We have plenty of time. Here's that scary sound again. But we are definitely getting some fuel there. It's just slow. Surface data from Ike. We have some that we're bringing. New part to satellite in orbit of Kerbin. Okay. What's this maneuver in one day? This is our come home maneuver. Oh boy, we gotta go to that. This is the Dres lander. Yes. Dres is finally gonna come home, guys. Woohoo. Party time. Let's... oh boy. These guys are not the most experienced. So they did a flyby of Dres. They didn't have enough fuel to land, But they should have enough fuel to do this maneuver. They're going to be way more experienced when they come back. For sure. So let's just warp to the maneuver. Wait. Hang on. This isn't the maneuver? What else do we have? What's this one? Switch to. What mission do I have that even has a maneuver? Hang on. I'm confused. That may have been a planned maneuver that I short-circuited. That's probably what it is. But let's just do a quick. Air rescue is orbiting the sun. And it has a maneuver in a while. Oh yeah, that's the coming home. Eeloo's got a ways. Dres is fairly close. Duna contingency. Wait, that's the one that's coming back to land at Kerbin. So, oh, air rescue is. Air rescue is the one that got stranded. Yeah, this is fine. I think that's just a false alarm. I think our next thing is the Dres. Oh yeah, we got that on the surface. That's fine. We're actually coming fairly close to another Duna trajectory. So let's go ahead and fly our rescue mission and we'll set it on a maneuver. So we're going to remember this time to set the parachutes better. I don't know what we can do to get it to land more stably. Air rescue. Let's lower this down. You can't change this to lower? What? Let's try the radial mode. Huh. Alright. Those are apparently the lowest you can do until you're in flight. Interesting. Okay. Is there any other tweaks that we want to do? I'm going to put a better antenna that we don't have to retract. So what's the best antenna we can do? We'll just put one of these. That will get us some communication distance even if we're not able to make the leap. Really can't believe I can't change that. Huh. Oh well. Okay. Let's do it. Seventh time is lucky. Nice clean takeoff. Let's go ahead and just adjust just a scooch just to get the solids, just to make sure. I do not have any Kerbals on board. Good, because I don't have any Kerbals at the Space Center. Okay, I don't see our target landing, which is interesting. Let's turn off rendezvous. There we go. Okay, just wanted to make sure our solid boosters will not impact our launch pad, which I didn't think they would. Clean separation. And we are high enough that we're gonna go for a little bit. A little bit more aggressive. Actually, we're pretty good right now. We can go... We're high enough that we can take a more aggressive approach for sure. Put on the maneuver. Yeah. Let's go almost full-blown horizontal. We're dropping a bit, but this is fine. By dropping, I mean dropping the time to up Oasis. That's basically because we're not going horizontal fast enough. Okay. Looking good. Okay. Maybe I should have put more parachutes on it. Let's go a little bit more horizontal. Oh, we'll keep going. Okay. I'm gonna time warp here. We've got a long time until we hit our up Oasis at this point in time, which will slow down a little bit because we are going above the limit. I'll hit us on prograde. Because we are going to want to burn prograde once we start to burn. We're almost in orbit at this point in time. Just take a teensy tiny tweak to make that happen. Okay. We're in space. So let's go ahead and warp to... Honestly, I'm going to do it right before we hit up Oasis. Maybe that was a bit of a mistake. It does take a while to turn. We'll just burn gently. And then get us tweaked. Good. Now... Rendezvous planner. Head to Duna. So our maneuver is in 5 minutes. No, 365 days. Really? I didn't think we were that awful. Okay, whatever. Maybe we already passed it. It's fine. we'll just lock on the maneuver and we'll let it be. I'm cool with that. Okay, what's our next alarm? Let's just cancel all of these alarms that don't matter. I'm also going to close that one. Now this one, I don't know what this is. So, yeah. That one is probably the one that we're tracking. That should be our Duna Dres contingency burn. Yep, that sounds right. So let's go to Dres. It's so nice that we're finally going to be able to get home from here. Okay, we're roughly locked on. We just need to wait for the proper time. Warp to the next maneuver, which is in, 30 days. We'll have the alarm go off, but that's perfectly acceptable. Uh, 10-second burn. Let's go ahead and just do it. I'm going to focus on Kerbin while we're doing it. Okay, delete and close. Burn, baby, burn. Let's keep... hang on. Oh dear. Okay, there's the closest approach. Shoot. I know we can do this. Okay, we have a target. We do need some inclination adjustment. Oof, this is kind of slow. Okay. Let's see if this does it right. Nope, other way. Should be able to do this with just a scooch more fuel. I'm gonna go a little bit prograde because I suspect that's gonna give us what we want. Whoa. Okay, that did the prograde portion. And looking fine. Let's lower the... In fact, shut down all of the outside engines. We will not need you at all. So that's better. 1/5 the power, that's more than enough. Let's try retrograde just a scooch. Whoops. Prograde. We're going to derate the center engine even further just to improve this. And we should be able to rescue... Oh, one of our rescue missions will be successful. We probably need this to be... It's got to be pretty precise. We probably will burn a little bit to slow us down when we get in here. But I'm going to set it for about 40. I'm even going to take this a little bit further down. We'll go down to half. And we're just going to do the tiniest of burns. There, that's perfect. It's absolutely spot on perfect. So I'm going to turn on all the engines so that way when we will do a little bit of a slowdown when we get close. And we'll go ahead and full weight this. Okay. Which way are we coming in from here? I'm going to set a maneuver here. And I don't particularly care about the parameters. We're going to say this is the Dres return explanation. That should do. Cool. We don't really have anything going on for a while. Eeloo orbit. Is that still 5 years away? That one's not changing. I'm a little worried there. The alarm system is definitely a little finicky. I think it's still got some bugs. So let's look at Eeloo. Yeah, that's in 2 years. So the next thing of interest, hopefully, will be the Jool 5. But if not, it's going to be a year out. Oh boy. Everything's still chugging along. Yep. Let's go to the map and we're going to zoom out. And what we're keeping an eye out for is... this guy. What is this guy's deal? Oh, that's right. This guy missed Kerbin. He has a maneuver node in 70 days. Okay. That will allow us to get back. So this is going to be our next one. So we'll just keep an eye out for this. Lock on the maneuver node. This is one where we flew through Kerbin. Should have taken us, but it doesn't do atmospheric physics unless you are locked on. But this one will get us back for sure. A little bit slower than we would have liked, but it will do our precious, precious science. I think it's slowing down based off of the alarm. Okay, good. Just go ahead and burn. Actually, let's do the burn. Focus view. Okay. We're done with this. We just need to do a teensy tiny adjustment. So we'll go ahead and delimit, derate the engine. We'll use to just tweaker engines to get this final maneuver spot on and bring our boys home. Or girls, I can't remember which. We'll go. Yeah, this'll do. So we got a year out. This is Duna contingency almost home. Sweet. Wait, this is contingency rescue. Okay, whatever. There's some definite screwiness on the time, but this is fine. Okay. Let's go back to the Space Center. We'll see if there's any contracts to pick up. See, Air Rescue was the one that orbited Kerbin by mistake. I can deliver it to Duna. No. Ferry 6 tourists safely to their destination. Where? Gilly? Land on Bop? Yeah, no. That's way too complicated for 6 tourists. Okay, let's do our quick survey. Contingency's got a while. Dres is heading back 2 years. Good. Air Rescue is coming around and will encounter Kerbin here in almost a year. Okay. Bill is just hanging out. We don't ask what happened to Bill. And then this guy has its burn in 200 days. So we're going to wait for this. I think it's going to be 200 days to get fuel at least. I think we'll go once we hit... Honestly, it could be a lot. Boy, it's interesting to see the moons going at full speed. Whee! Oh yeah, and our asteroid. We should make our IR satellites a little bit better relays. They would help to extend our communication for sure. But yeah, that's fine. Lock on our maneuvering node. Whee, the little spinny bar. But we're slowing down now. Okay, it's going to be a 29-second burn, and we'll have 1 minute to be pointed correctly, which I think is sufficient time. Delete and close. We have a little bit of power, but not a ton. That's right, because we have solar panels. Extend the antenna so that we will be able to communicate no problem through this maneuver. Extend the solar panel. It's time to unhibernate and get gone. So we're burning at about 15 seconds roughly. We do have this antenna. Lots of ways to communicate. This is not an issue. Okay, this will be a decent burn. 16, 15. Let's go ahead and focus on Duna. This will get us close, but not quite there. We'll have to do a little bit of a tweak. I think just keep firing in this direction will probably be good enough. Not bad. We're done with our maneuver. And we could probably just burn the rest when we're here, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think let's just set them in a little bit of a warp time, get away from the planet. No, we don't want to do 1 year out. Okay, let's just do a little tweaker move. It's probably almost straight inclination. Yeah. I actually want to be a little bit above, but not that far. That's pretty close. Let's see if we can just get this just a tweak adjusted. Okay, this will do. Let's point this at the maneuver. We're just going to do the maneuver now. I'm going to keep going until we have an intercept, and then we will make adjustments after. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Cancel that, bring it closer. Okay. Straight. This is fine. If we're gonna do a polar though, I'd really rather we do it the other way. Okay. Let's slow down. Ooh, this thing takes a lot of power to maneuver around. Oi. It's been putting on the pounds. Let's go on a bit of a diet. And we're working on it. It is definitely losing some weight. But it's a heavy stage without a lot of power, even just the engines alone, to maneuver itself unless it has full and active thrust. Really? It's a prograde? Yeah. Guess it is. I'm really tempted to ditch this stage. But let's hold off. Let's just wait for a bit. We'll do the maneuver when we're outside of the sphere of influence, which I think is what the problem is. Okay, this is an intercept, which is actually quite acceptable. Now we're going to go ahead and warp to the next maneuver, which will make sure will get us there. The intercept's fine because we're going to want to ditch the stage. Okay. Dadgum. Switch over to prograde. We're going to do a limited burn. And this will actually be the last burn here. So we're just going to really hobble the stage. We'll put it to prograde, which I thought we were doing, but we're apparently not because I'm just silly. And then we'll put this, not like this thing, set as our target. Would be nice if we had a little bit lower inclination. I think we will adjust that when we get here. So we're going to go on a pure intercept course. But we want to ditch the stage first and then do a maneuver. Okay, that's just barely intercepting the surface. Be a crash near the pole, which is acceptable. So we're going to add a maneuver here. And then do what? We're going to try to drag it along this way. That's actually quite good. Just outside of the atmosphere. And the high point, so we're going to do a little bit more burn, which will match the attitude a little bit better. Looks like we got an Ike pass. If we do this wrong. Oh boy. I don't want the Ike pass, so we're going to just put up with the suboptimal trajectory. And honestly, this is pretty good. Good. 16 meters per second will get us exactly where we need to go, and then we'll set an alarm. This is Duna. Rescue mission number 7. Tweak. Okay. Contingency rescue. I think that means we're getting close to there. So we get the contingency rescue home this time. Oh, it's got a ways. Still a year. That's fine. Air rescue. Just looking for the next maneuver. Air rescue, this one. In 58 days, we have our encounter with Kerbin, which should work beautifully. Oh, we're already... I mean, we've just kind of been hanging out in that area. We'll warp to the next maneuver. Just a slight tweak to bring us in once we're into the sphere of influence. Yeah, we may as well. Well, hang on. Let's just burn now. What is going on? This engine is activated and is full power. Why can't we throttle? We have astronauts on board, so they should be able to. We have power. We have... Well, let's... Why... Let's try control from here, maybe? I do not understand why this is doing this way. So we have power and we have controllability. I don't understand why we're not seeming to be able to control this thing. What am I doing wrong, guys? Just for the fun of it. EVA currently unavailable. I think I'm going to go back to the tracking station and see if we can pull this up again. It may be that when we started the maneuver, we had no controllability for some weird reason. I don't know why that would be. This guy. Okay, now it's letting me thrust. That was weird. Okay, let's just keep going. I'm gonna look at the maneuver node, and we're gonna keep going until this is about 35. That's pretty good. And we're honestly not moving that fast. So we got 12 days. Oh boy. That's fine. To slowly speed up. I'm going to go ahead and ditch this stage here. I don't think we want to keep it. We're going to let it crash. It has done its job and it's done well. Let's leave it though until we're in the final stages. We'll go ahead and go retrograde. 18 minutes. Okay, let's wait until this warp. Maybe we had a speed warp on. That's probably what it was. Okay, release. Now we're free falling. And this thing is close enough where it should get the atmospheric slowdown. Yeah, there we go. It's going to have atmospheric heating. We'll be good though. We're considerably heavier than this thing, based on the fact that we're not slowing down nearly as quickly. Plenty of ablator to go. Actually, let's keep the maneuver. Still 35, that's good. This thing is still being destroyed, which is good. We're in physics range, so it will... yeah. You can see it's slowing down a lot quicker than we are. But as it gets outside of physics range, which I guess the physics range extends to like 5 kilometers or so, then it may stop slowing down at some point in time. But it wouldn't take much. We could just go, watch that mission be destroyed if we wanted to make sure at this point in time. It has slowed down enough to stay in orbit, which is the key thing. Okay, we're about to go suborbital. Okay, it's crashing now. Good. This is looking pretty. Oh, all of the science we're going to get. Oh, it's broken. Maybe we forgot to wrap it up the last time. That's fair. So where are we going to land? Maybe if we're really lucky, we'll land in the mountains here. That's actually decently possible. Although I think it's off of our trajectory. This would be more likely, like right here. But I don't think we're going to make it there. Maybe. I'm going to hold off parachute deployment as long as I can until we get to be pretty close to there. Yeah, there's actually a decent chance. Let's put the radar on. If I see a huge jump in the radar, then we'll do that. Oh, this is a funky looking mountain too. Actually, what I'm looking for is biome here. We're still looking fine. I'll keep this on radar just to make sure I know when we need to deploy the parachutes. But we really want to make sure this mission gets home, and I think we no longer have much of a chance. We're going to be really, really close to that mountain, but we're not going to quite hit it. Oh well. I could probably try to steer this, but I'm not that good at steering capsules. Okay. Let's just deploy it. We will go a little bit lower. So close to finally getting the mountain. Man, that is a funky mountain. Looks like a fun mountain to hike up. Not that I'm going to do that with Kerbals, mind you. Ooh. We got something over here. Beautiful, beautiful descent. Let's go ahead and warp. I don't think we're going to walk over to that. This mission is our longest successfully recovered mission at this point in time. This has been all over the place. And should have a ton of science from Duna and Ike. Really? That's it? Well, I guess I didn't do anything. This landed on... whatever. I guess I just didn't care much about science for this. It's fine. From orbit. Oh, this is just the contingency. Never mind. This is fine. Yeah, this is the one that was going to land and didn't. It was a rescue mission that had crew on board, and then it got stuck, so we had to go save it. All right. Comments are basically free. The science data from Vale, yes, we will have that. Now, let's go check our various missions. In fact, the Vale, we're there now, so we could actually just do a crew report, send it off, and call it good. Do a quick check. We got 211 days. 1 year, and then this guy is just under a year. So, Jool 5. At least we have a few Kerbals now, and they have some experience, which is good. Definitely had some lacking before. Okay. We have some more fuel. That's good. Let's do a crew report. And then we're gonna transmit this. No usable comm device. That's fair. Let's extend our antenna. See if that helps any, and it will not. We would need a bigger antenna. Do I have a bigger antenna on here? No. Nope, we don't. Okay, so we're just gonna go warp for a while and see how this does. Yeah, it's getting so little fuel. This is why we need to work on landing on richer areas. Okay. Well, we have this science, so yeah, collect all. This is fine. We'll get it back sooner or later. Now, we're a good chunk of the way there. I don't know if we have enough, though. We're going to rendezvous. We started constructing the first space station around the sun. Huh. Nice. Okay. I guess that's something. A docking maneuver, that counts for something. Okay. I think we're going to go to our rescue mission. Oh, that scares me every single time. Which is okay. Yeah, plant a flag on Bop. I don't think we're going back to Bop. We could, but I don't think we will. Okay, air rescue, 200 days. This will do fine. And then we should be able to pick up our... we should have enough fuel by that point in time to head to Lathe. Really need this satellite to help. Okay, let's lock on our right maneuver node. So we're getting a little bit closer. Cannot auto warp, we're so far ahead. So we'll warp till we are close to Duna, and then that should work. No, full speed. What? Do we have an alarm or something? Contingency rescue is... yeah, no. Contingency rescue... Where is contingency rescue? Hang on. Before we go too far, let's make sure that's me. Yeah, contingency rescue still got a ways. In fact, we can just warp full speed. This is probably our next of interest. The Dres rescue will also be coming fairly soon. There's Dres. So contingency rescue should be getting home soon, and then Dres, but this will be the next one. Let's see if we can get this thing on the ground. 2 of 3. Finish mapping suitable comments. Excellent. So nice that we can just get this basically free money. We don't even have to do anything but accept it and just wait for some time. Okay. We're getting close. As soon as we switch over, I actually do want to do the maneuver at the right point in time. So we'll... wait, our maneuver's in 2 minutes? Let's ditch the stage. Okay. Let's go ahead and just do this maneuver. I'm just keeping an eye on this, and let's look at our maneuver node just to make sure. We want this just outside of the atmosphere, otherwise good. Perfect. Now, I'm going to keep an eye on this just for the fun of it, because this is the difference between crashing into the planet and not. I guess it is a fair difference. So let's warp in a couple of days. Gonna lock on retrograde. Wow, it's pretty substantial actually. There it goes. Let's warp to about here. Now there's no risk of us entering the atmosphere, so no need to retract our solar panels. Let's just do this. I think having less fuel will make it more likely that we land safely. So I'm willing to burn a bit of extra fuel. Okay, we should be in our orbital trajectory here soon. There we go. Now, we do not want this far out. We want to bring it to, like, inside of Ike at least. Now, let's warp around. So it's moving in the right direction. This would actually be a really solid time to land, except for it's at night, which we don't want. So we're going to warp around again. It's going to be right at the day-night line. Okay, we're going to come around to the perigee, and I think we're going to slow down so that way we can land anywhere. And we're actually really close. Yeah, we're past our point though, so let's slowly rotate this. And even then, we're still not optimal. At the time of day. Still need to wait a little while. Whee! Okay. One more. Then the next perigee, we're going to drop it down to basically nothing. Honestly, I think we want to start burning, and I think we want to aim for this to be about 35 kilometers right at the ascending node. So let's see here. We are going to hit the atmosphere. By the time we come around, it will be at the right spot, but it will be daytime barely, I think. This is going to be rough, no matter how we slice it. So let's warp to here. So I think if we have the perigee that's about 30-ish kilometers here. That's about the best we're going to do. Okay. I think that will land us pretty squarely. Well, it's a little low. And no, we don't want to do this. Abort. We want another orbit. Or two. I probably should have changed the inclination some when we were still pretty far out. We'll just do a scooch of a burn just to get us above the atmosphere. Okay. Now, we're going to return here in 40 minutes. So yeah, we do want to warp to here. We're going to slow us down, and we will enter this next orbit. And it is going to be a bit nighttime. Well, do we want to do this now? We're really just right at the terminator no matter how we slice it. Okay, we're going to warp to here. Are we dipping into the atmosphere? No, we're not. We're close, but we're not quite there. There is a little bit of light. So I think this is fine. And by the time we're back around, there'll be even more light. It's going to be a dark landing, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Let's just do this real quick. Look at our debris set. I want to see what the light levels are like here before we commit. Oof, I think seen better days. Oh yes, this mission. This poor cursed mission. I think we're gonna go for about 30 kilometers. I'm kind of tired of doing this rescue mission though. I think I'll do a quick save. We're going to warp to here. We're just a little bit too low to do a faster quick save. Or not quick save, a faster time warp. Which is okay. Okay. I am tired of doing this rescue mission, so we're going to allow ourselves to cheat just a scooch this time. Whoop. Quick save, and we're going to make sure that we land this time. I think that's about right. Okay, let's go to our full warp. This is a little bit steeper than last time. Before we get too far, let's retract the solar panels, lose our communication. Okay, we do not want to deploy gear. And now full warp. Huh. I guess we can go a little bit faster when we're a little bit higher. That makes sense. Pretty soon, though, we are going to hit the atmosphere. I actually want to slow down quickly, so we're going to go radial. Ooh, naughty naughty. Retract antenna. Now this is the only available antenna. In theory, if these guys have an antenna on board, they could control this. Now we can see that we're going a little bit past. We really want to aim for like right around here. Okay, I'm gonna go full speed and let's see how likely it is that we end up anywhere near there. We're still picking up speed. Let's go a little bit slower. So I want to make sure that we drop down in the right zone. I don't think we're low enough now. That should do. Now, before we get too far, let's change the min pressure for these guys to flight mode. To Duna mode, I should say. We can activate these. That'll help to cool us down a bit. Not that we really need it, because slowing down is the big thing that we do need. Okay, we're still doing okay. We're still speeding up. But we have officially... Okay, I'm going to slow us down, way down. We have the fuel. And this is the right drop zone. In fact, the sooner we can drop, the better. Let's see if we can... Nope, other way. Okay. Retrograde gear. Slow down the warp. Okay, full deployed. We do want to turn on RCS. And then switches to landing radar. Okay. Not the best. We are 40 kilometers away. Oh, that's a long hike. Well, I'll do that offline. If we're successful here. Okay, I'm gonna warp a little bit quicker. We'll slow down about 150-ish. All we can do is thrust, so yeah. Oops. No. Okay, I'm tired of messing with this. We're gonna cheat this time. I had it, I just screwed it up. So we're going to hack gravity. We're gonna lower it. Just for a moment. Oh, we can't. Okay, let's extend this antenna. So we have comms. And then... Okay. Target. Let's just point straight up. Okay, we're going to slowly increase the gravity. And we'll increase the gravity a bit. Lock on here. Oh, come on. This must be just too tilted. Ah, boy. Okay, hang on. Do I not have any electricity? No, we have electricity. Okay, RCS just to tilt us up. Okay. Stability control. I'm gonna let's turn off stability control. We're gonna slowly increase the gravity. Oh, we lost the comlink. Oh, crud. Okay, hang on. Okay, and now slowly increase the gravity. Okay, let's just leave it here for a moment. Okay, increase the gravity. Turn off stability control. Increase the gravity a bit more. No. So it's the surface that we can't land on. It's just too crazy. Too slopey. So I'm going to go ahead and set this here. We'll pretend like this is a different moon entirely. Okay, let's increase the gravity. Fudge. You know, if I'm going to do this, let's do this. If I'm going to cheat, let's really cheat. What the? What just happened? Okay, we're loading. First of all, it landed way too far. And second of all, yeah. We're just not that good. So I'm going to do a maneuver here. We're going to tweak this so that we come closer to the landing. In fact, I think that's exactly what we want to do. So let's go ahead and do this. At the same time, we're also going to decelerate a bit. Actually, we want to decelerate a fair bit. Like there. I think this maneuver is what we want. Let's go a little bit higher. Yeah. Look at this. This is almost exactly where it will be. The perigee is low enough to guarantee that we'll enter. It's an 11-second burn, which is fine. Eleven, 10, 9, 8, 7. We're a little bit off. So I'm going to keep burning just scooch more in this direction. Okay, that looks pretty good. F5. Let's lock on the retrograde at this point in time. And then I don't think this is going to be steep enough. I think we're going to want to slow down once we come in here, but that's fine. We'll just do that. So once we stop our time warp, then we will do our changes. Let's get rid of this. Retract the panel. Retract the panel. There's limited things that we can do. I'm going to go ahead and just start decelerating. We'll aim for something like here. This is fine. Whoa. Retract this panel. And retract you. We lost start comm, and sorry for that. We'll go ahead and warp full speed. Okay. We are really, really close to spot on right now. I mean, look at this. It's... yeah. We're 40 kilometers high and we're 43 kilometers away. So if we can stop right now, then we'll be doing fantastic. Should have been slowing down earlier, but just fine. So we'll overshoot, but not by that much. "35 kilometers away." I mean, shoot, we're good right now. I don't have a lot of horizontal speed left. We are getting further though. But to be honest, let's just hold this attitude. I'm going to put this on surface mode. We'll deploy the drogues if we happen to be in a position to do so. We're moving slow enough. I'm going to risk deploying one of these and see if we can move a little bit more towards the target. We don't have comms. Okay, that's fair. Retract that antenna. We tried. Let's just keep going. Sooner the better. Not the least of which is because it is a better looking place. Okay, let's just fall straight down right now. Deploy the landing gear so I don't forget. missions, just warp. There's the drogues. We can go ahead and deploy the next round. Get this going good. "40 kilometers away still. Ugh. I'll figure out a way. Let's turn on radar. Holy moly. We are... yeah. Just gonna keep going like this. It looks fairly flat. I think we're gonna be fine. I think this will be just fine. Excuse me, some smoke off the ground. Okay. Oh, thank goodness we did it this time. Woohoo! First time! Yeah, no. Let's extend this. Let's get our drills going. And then I will figure out between episodes I'm going to get the guys home. There's no point in watching that lengthy of a maneuver. Okay, let's start our in situ resource utilization. And I don't know. Not horrible. We have comms. We need to deploy this other antenna. Let's just see how things look. We may as well collect all of this. No crew report. Gee, I wonder why. Yep, because we have no crew. Okay, we are 45 kilometers away. Ew. Well, I'll figure that one out between episodes for sure. But for right now, we just need to make sure that we're getting all of our lovely, lovely fuel. Okay. Theoretically, I could do a small hop. And that's really what I should do if I was going to play by the rules. But I don't know that I care anymore. I'll definitely figure something out. Air rescue is finally there. Eeloo. 1 year. Dres. Still a ways out. This is the next one with something interesting, so let's go to it. Except for while we're here, let's check out the contracts, see if we have anything fun. We'll take this. Okay. be really nice if we had a finished construction of rover on Duna that happened to be really close to where we're at, but we don't. We're not going to have that kind of luck. That's for sure. Let's see here. Let's go to... Is it Duna contingency? Yeah. Let's get this guy home. And then I may call it an evening and go figure out what I'm going to do to get those guys that far. 50 kilometers. 3 Kerbals. That would take a long time to just manually walk. I'll figure something out. Cancel the maneuver because I am not gonna need it. Warp a little bit faster. It's gonna slow down for the encounter, which is still in a day. Ugh. Okay. Perigee is... Is it still acceptable? Yeah. It's pretty good, actually. So we are coming in fairly fast. We will try to do a bit of a burn when we're pretty low. Gonna land pretty close to the airfield. Okay, time warp stopped, which is fine. Let's go ahead and full burn this. Get everything out. Just wacky stage, burning the fuel. That's fun. Ooh, lots of debris everywhere. Okay, I think the ablator has run out completely. That's not great. That's not great. It should be fine. It probably was kind of cheated because we were attached to the stage. It was heating a lot more. It probably... That's interesting. I would call that a bug. But at this point in time, we should be fine. We don't really need an ablator for this. And it looks like we are going to, in fact, land. The debris cloud will all land with me. Good. Yeah, this should be good enough for a safe landing, and we're gonna land not that far from Kerbal Space Center, just a little bit to the north of it. Good. We could get out and walk. So this is the one that's been to Ike and Duna and all kinds of fun places. Whew. Toasty. This looks an awful lot like an Apollo command module, which I've stared at a fair bit recently. I volunteer over at the Space and Rocket Center, so get that opportunity. Let's just go ahead and wait until we're going slow enough. Whoa. That could have been bad. I didn't mean to have deployed the parachute already. But luckily the auto parameter deployed it at the right time. Gonna be lots of trash falling all over the place close by. That's okay. Nice toasty heat shield. Whew! That was a bit more of a fall than I expected. Alright, let's see what we got. Should complete some contracts too, because I think we have one for science from Ike or something like that. It'd be good to see a few more contract options. Yeah, look at this. That's what I'm talking about. 2,500 science. The best one being surface sample from Ike, I think. Some gravity scans that got us a little bit, but not that much. Surface sample from Duna as well. Very good. And we're still racking up the cash. Explore Dres. It wants us to orbit Dres. From orbit a pole. If only we had some spare capacity. But we don't. We still have the contract for Dres, and this is anytime. So we'll do that because we should be able to do that eventually. Okay. Cool. Success. We now have like lots of Kerbals that are here that are pretty high. 2 and 4 stars. Not bad. Not bad at all. What's our next one? Dres Lander has 100 days. Eeloo 5 has almost a year. We got a bunch of debris that's not going to survive very long. Let's just kill this debris because I don't know that it will. But it should have all been destroyed. Okay, air rescue is landed and in the wrong spot. Yeah, that'll be fun. Dres Lander. 173 days and you'll be home. Good. Let's check out Jool 5. This is the one that will be the most interesting, I think. Methinks. Anytime now. This isn't bad. But I think I still want to keep it there a little bit longer. There's that burning sound that happens every time we transition off this. I think we need to just load that mission up periodically because I think the ore is being mined, but it's not getting converted. I think that's what's going on. The conversion actually happens real quick. Okay, let's do this, Dres. I'm excited to get this mission home too. These guys were pretty green as I recall. But now we're getting... well, 3-star pilots are really nice. Ooh, this is going to be a high velocity intercept. We will burn off some speed above the atmosphere. Because we don't want to do that in the atmosphere. World first milestone. It's home from Ike and from Duna. From the surface of Duna. How do we have somebody return? Oh, from the surface of Duna. Yeah, there we go. This is going to be so quick. I'm worried here. Quick save. Just in case. 35. Yeah, we're definitely going to try to slow this down. We don't have a lot of maneuvering room, but we're going to do what we can. And honestly, okay. We want to go right about here. 4,000. Oh, I don't think we're going to survive this. Okay, let's burn this straight retrograde. Let's keep coming. I don't think we're going to make this. Let's wait a little bit longer. We may need a rescue mission for this. This is actually pretty likely. I don't think we're going to slow down enough. Let's go ahead and fire full thrust and then escape out. Yeah. Let's try this again. I did not realize the intercept velocity would be so high. We're gonna do take this to about 46, even 50. 3 hours. That's it. 50 is going to be high. So we're going to slow this down as much as we can. And then that's just all there is to it. So this will lower us a little bit. But I think this is the most that we dare do. Decouple, and then H. Retract the antenna because we are gonna need that. Do we not have? We don't have any forward. Lovely. This is not gonna be good. We can't even do that level. This is going to be destroyed for sure. Okay. Let's just fire here. We'll get this above like 55. Yeah, this will do. Quick save. Warp all the way in. Lock it on retrograde. Burn what we can, which is not going to be enough. This is like trying to land on Eve. I wish we had done a moon flyby, but obviously the moon is nowhere near. Okay, I am ready for stage decoupling. And let's decouple. Retract the antenna. Hopefully we are gonna be okay. We're gonna have to send a rescue mission pretty quickly. Even that high. Oh. This doesn't even seem right. Okay, well, we're gonna go for 60. I will hit retrograde, but we'll do the... Yeah, we're barely going to dip inside of the atmosphere here. Really, this is an opportunity for us to launch a rescue mission. Okay, that's about where I want to hit the atmosphere at. Okay, just as we hit the atmosphere, well, let's fire. Get as slow as we can, then separate out. Decouple. Why didn't you decouple? Okay. Now, as soon as we leave the atmosphere, we're going to launch a rescue mission. Oh boy. How are we going to do this? This is going to take some serious, serious power. Okay. Let's go ahead and terminate this. We'll say that it burned up in the atmosphere. It's like the asteroid grabber, but way more. Huh. That's what I get for being so excited about finding a way to get home and not really paying attention to it. Let's see here. What are we going to do? Whoopsie daisies. Huh. Apparently, I just crashed Kerbal. Nice. Well, hang on. We'll just stare at me while I get Kerbal back up. It'll take a minute. So what are we going to do, guys? I mean, we slowed down a little bit. The 300 meters per second from the thrust isn't nothing. And then we probably slowed down in the atmosphere another 100 or 2. But we're still going way too fast. Even if we can successfully capture it, we're still going to have to drastically slow it down. So we need a substantially bigger asteroid grabber. Okay. Loaded fairly quickly, that's good. Let's think this through. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, this thing, I think we're going to go with a Rockomax maximum tank. That's going to be our stage, and then we need to have a control unit, obviously. Something that doesn't look stupid good. We'll put big old battery. And we'll try some of the new solar panels. Could do an RTG so we don't have to mess with it. But meh. Honestly, we don't need anything that fancy. Okay, let's put a good coupler on and we'll call this good. Oh, we need an antenna. And this is gonna go out there. Most likely, because it's gonna have to turn around. And it needs RCS. So we'll need an RCS tank. That'll be a big one. That's fine. And then the grabber. Oops, we only want one. Good. Huh. Okay. Astrid Grabber Senior. And then, let's see, the engine we want on here needs to be fairly beefy. I'm thinking... Not the cheetah. Bobcat's a good one. Let's do Bobcat. Yes. This will do quite nicely. Now... Oh, these are only 3, which is okay. We mostly need those for forward, backward, small nudges. No, it looks stupid to only have 3. Let's do 4. Okay, decouplers. So this thing is going to need some massive, massive power. Obviously, let's look at adapters. We want a 2.5 to Mark II? No. That's a slanted, we don't want that. This guy. And then we can do a Mark IV to Mark III. Mark III. Mark III to... We want the... Still an adapter. What is it called? There we go. This is the one we want. And then we're going to go 3.5. And we want... That's a Kerbodyne. We want the biggest Kerbodyne that we have. Which is this guy. Oh, there's a 14. Yeah, this is the one we want. So we're gonna send a lot of fuel on this bad boy. Let's get this thing like way up. Oh, we do want a better control unit as well. Advanced reaction wheels should do fine. Okay. So far, so good. So this is the S3. Now, what's the most powerful engine? I think we're going to actually duplicate this stage. Get a mammoth engine. We're gonna do... This thing has got to have some massive, massive power. I think I only want 2. This is not going to do. So, hang on. Can we disconnect this and make a different node the root node? Will it let us do that? No. Okay. So we're going to instead duplicate this. There we go. That's a bit better. And then let's take and move this down. Further down. Let's actually place this lower. Yeah. Okay. Move this down. Okay. So it's the Mark III adapters that we want. Then the I think it works better if we rotate this. No, that's actually not the adapter we want though. That is, and it's even slanted, I believe, in the right direction. And then we can just put a nose cone on here, I guess. It's too small. Too small. Still too small. There we go. And then, just to make this more fun, let's see here. First of all, actually, we want all of these to be fired at the same time. And then we're going to do asparagus staging, which I have not done very much of this round. That'll be in fuel tanks. I don't trust this without some struts. It's going to be too wobbly otherwise, and we need it to be stable to get a clean separation. Okay, let's flip this around. This is not in the midpoint. So let's see if we can move this up. Move this down. That's probably up a little bit. Yeah, I think we'll try this. Oh boy. This thing got some power, but it's gonna need it. This is how fast we need to be going when we leave the atmosphere, and even with, yeah. Let's just, I think this will do, but it's gonna be tough. Let's do it. There's gonna be no time, we just need to get this launched, and then I'll target this. It's a fairly, a little bit north, but not too far north. Ooh, we do not want these boosters. To be anywhere near the center. Looks like we're, well, we'll be fine. We have a fairly high thrust to weight ratio, so I'm gonna trust this. This is a super expensive rescue mission, but that's okay. Rescue missions are fun. Trademark. Okay, here comes the test part. Woo! That was not bad. Okay, I'm gonna point here. Let's check our maneuver mode. We're still pretty wobbly. I'm going to go ahead and keep firing this because we are going on an escape trajectory, and this is in the right general direction. In fact, I'm just going to hit this straight at prograde. Actually, let's just burn straight towards the target. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We will not even really achieve orbit. We're in space, so we'll deploy one of our panels. Probably not that much considering what we're doing with this. We're making progress. The relative velocity is dropping. I'm gonna burn a little bit above it. Like right around here. See if we can get the two to line up a bit better. And especially with the gravity pull. This will be the first time that I think I've ever done a escape velocity that was not orbital first. Okay, straight at the target. This is not bad. So as long as the once okay, do we have? Oh, I forgot an antenna. Oh no. Well, in theory, I think Dres has an antenna on it, so it should be able to communicate when it gets close. I'm looking for a time that is... Actually, this isn't bad. Our escape time is roughly the same, and we're fairly close to the same direction. I think this is where we want to be. And we still have a fair bit of fuel left to play with. The problem is our communication is going to be stretched. Now hopefully we can do... Okay, let's... Am I going... I'm going faster. What's our actual distance to the target? Can't even see it yet. Okay. Let's just warp a little bit. It is getting further away. Oh, there's the distance. So it's going to escape in a day, and we're going to escape a little bit quicker. Let's put this on target. .900 meters per second, which isn't horrible, to be honest. This is retrograde, right? Okay. Yeah, that's... So we're moving still away from the target. Yeah, that distance is going up. So we need to close this. Just trying to think. Almost, yeah, let's just go straight retrograde. It's target retrograde, though. That's actually getting us... Wait. Hang on. This thing is escaping in 4 hours. We're escaping in over a day, so we do need to go faster. I don't know if we're going to get this or not, but we're going to give it a shot. It'd be really, really swell if we could capture this in system. But I think that ship has sailed. Okay, I'm going to lock on here because I don't want to move very far if we do. And then we're going to want to move here. So let's do something like this. Actually, we do want to kind of be right about here. Okay, and then straight at the target. There we go. Check this out. We're escaping at about the same point, about the same time. Let's keep going a little bit more, because I want to see if we can intercept this bad boy before we escape. We're probably going to have to launch another one of these same missions to have enough fuel margins to save this boy, but okay, let's warp to here. And now we're getting closer. Okay. Let's just do a little bit of an adjustment. Do we not have comms? I mean, hang on. Let's see if I deploy my antenna. I think it's a relay antenna. Let's see if this will do. Does that... We should have, theoretically, have more control. So, tell you what, I'm still doing the hard thing. I just forgot an antenna. You can't ignore the control? Really? Oh well, we'll just do the best we can. I mean, we're not that far off. Let's wait until we're here, maybe. Okay, we're getting pretty close. Let's put it on target mode. Now we're 400 meters per second relative to the target, but we're still generally going the right direction. So I'm not going to slow us down any. Oh, look at this. This distance is dropping. If only I could go control through here, but since I don't have any kind of an antenna, then I guess that won't work. Okay, we're getting there. We need to be like right here. Can I add a maneuver? Oh, I could. Do I not? Okay, I do have some control. So that's good. Okay. That is really close to an intersection point. At this point in time, we're going to have to start slowing down. So let's warp to minute out. Oh, we're close. Okay. Slow down relatively. So we passed it, which is good. We're going to be almost right in a line. Let's keep going, but we're going to push that. Actually, no, we do need to do something like this. Yeah, slow down all relative speed, and then we'll figure this out from here. We'll go straight towards the target. Um, 19 meters per second. We're on the same line now. So let's just warp, keep going like this. We may actually succeed. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. No way, this is actually going to work. Okay, we're a little bit off this direction. Wait, that's right, this is a puller, so we pull these until they're right there. Good. And then how close are we? We're 3 kilometers away. No freaking way. Arm. Keep going. Hang on. So let's point straight towards the target right about there. Okay, good. Retrograde. How far away are we? We're really close. Let's just slow down. And let's point straight at the target. And I think we're good. This will do. Let's okay. RCS, we're going to go up. Okay. That's pretty close. I think that's right on. We'll turn the RCS off. Lock on target. 1 meter per second. Let's warp ahead. Okay. RCS in again. Just a little tweak. Get us pointed a bit better. Okay. We're going to capture it. Oh, thank goodness. And then once we capture it, we'll have 1,000 meters per second of delta V to spare. Oh, this is cool. This is fun. There we go. And we got it almost perfect. Okay. Well, let's fire retrograde. We got 1,000 meters per second to play with. We're going to first try to stop from leaving the system. I don't know that we're going to succeed, but we're going to sure give it a shot. We'd have to stop at almost 0 to do this. So let's stop at about 500 meters per second. Okay. What's the map look like? Holy moly. We gained speed. Let's just dump all of the fuel, and we're going to do another mission to get it. We don't want to dump all of the fuel. But we're in a worse position than we were. We're not gonna get another rescue mission out this far this fast. I'm gonna hit quick save. I just want to see what the total fuel burn drum would look like. Okay. Hang on. Release. We're going to target this guy. We're going to point straight against it. And then we're going to switch back to here. We're going to target this guy. We're going to point at the target. That was a little bit fast, but that's okay. Radial out. Radial in. I just want to see this. Yeah, that probably doesn't look any better, does it? Nope. F9. Honestly, we could have done this a lot better. And we've learned a thing or two. How close are we going to be to Jool? Ooh. Maybe we can do a Jool flyby that'll get us back home. What's that blink? I think that is a very, very brief Jool encounter. The descending node is a little bit off, but we're kind of in the right spot, so let's see if we can do this. So finicky. There we go. So we have a Jool encounter. I mean, let's take it. It's better than nothing. And that gives us something we can work towards. I mean, we know we're staggeringly close to a Jool encounter. But it's a staggeringly small encounter. Wait. What are we encountering? We're encountering Kerbin again! Oh, no way. That is better than I could have hoped for. Periapsis. Okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and warp to the maneuver. 1 minute out, I'll be fine. Okay, now we're gonna shrink our margin here. I'm just gonna keep going until this... You know, maybe we want to do the moon flyby. I don't think it'll hurt any. Okay, this will be good. We have a teensy tiny bit of fuel. We're no longer doing the moon flyby, are we? That's fine. Can we add a maneuver here? let's finish this one. Why won't it let me... Hang on. Let's try dragging this just a little bit later. Okay, there, that's better. Now, I still doubt that we're going to be able to get a re-entry speed that is acceptable here. So we're going to go for a pretty high re-entry speed. Here's what I'm going to do to test what that re-entry speed is. Oh, there's too many lines. Let's just do... Well, will it tell me what the exit velocity is? No, it's 5 years. 4 years. This is actually not bad, because this is 5 years. That means it's 425 days, 4 hours. Hang on. This is an even faster, and 24. So it's a day. Yeah. This will be better. And we have a little bit of fuel that we can spare. Okay. Create. Save Dres mission part 2, 3. The craziness. This is what we get for trying to save everyone. Okay. Well, we're in a semi-stable part. We'll be able to slow down a little bit more. We'll see how fast we're going. We may try to aim for the other side. I'll look to see how that looks. Still, that was a semi-successful rescue mission. We could have done better, but we tried to go for broke, and if we had gotten there sooner, then we could have done that. So Eeloo is coming soon. Dreslander's got a ways. And then we're landed at Duna. Let's check in on our Eeloo, or our Jool 5. Unveil. Haven't had a lot of action this episode here. Tell you what, I'm tired of this. We're going to do a simulation. Hang on. Let me do this the right way. All right. We need to go from Vale to Lathe, Delta V. I don't think we're going to get this that easily. 2,900. Okay. I think we're probably pretty close, but I think just to be sure, we're going to hold off. So we're going to do... There's that roasting sound again. The next time we will definitely do lathe, and I know that that's what I said in the title I was going to do, and we didn't do that at all, but we've been rescuing people. Woohoo! We'll go to whatever. We have something that's soonish, right? Yeah, Eeloo. Let's do our Eeloo encounter and then see how horribly this goes. Definitely will get it some more fuel. Oh. You know, we might be able to land on here. I think we got a good shot. We'll lock on retrograde. Let's kill the maneuver. Okay. Well, we're about to have our first Eeloo encounter. We do not have enough Delta V. All right. We also don't have any Kerbals on here. Some of our instruments seem to be off a bit. Collect all. Okay. That's fine. Let's just get close to Eeloo. We'll take a peek at what it looks like. There it is. We're just moving a scooch too fast to really do anything. There's a nice moon. Also this doesn't have Kerbals. 1,000, yeah. I mean, at best we'd be able to crash into it. And honestly, we don't have any... Do we have waste telemetry? No. We don't even have telemetry. Lovely. Collect all. So we're flying past the nighttime side of this wacky, wacky moon. And that's all there's to it. This one does not have Kerbals, so it would be nice if we could get within comms range. But we're not going to go crazy. And in fact, we have a pretty good chance of doing this here. So we're going to add a maneuver down here. If we can land on Kerbin, I guess it would be kind of cool, but we'll just add a maneuver there just to keep track of. Okay. So much for Eeloo. Okay. Let's go back to the Space Center. Science data from around Kerbin. We can do that. Get the comments? Sure. No. I don't think so. Also, I don't think so. All right. Next time we are kill this. Eeloo orbit, also kill that. Next time I will make sure we have enough fuel to get to Lathe because we're going to do that. I will get our astronauts transported between episodes on Duna so that we can rescue them. And what else? We still have one more mission that we're trying to rescue, the guys who flew by Dres. We should be able to get them home, hopefully. I'll have another close pass if nothing else, and I'll have a lot better idea if we need to send a rescue mission. The mission that we sent, it's probably really expensive, but it's effective. It worked actually really, really well to do what it did. Let's just see how expensive it was. I wasn't even paying attention. Ooh, $250,000. Wow. It's pretty expensive. Is that actually my most expensive? No. The Dres lander was more expensive. So some of my in-situ resource missions are more expensive. But that's about all we have. Yeah, not surprising, and it's well worth it to save 3 Kerbals. We must save our poor Kerbals. Poor guys. They have a rough life, man. We gotta do what we can to save them. Yeah, I think that's all I got for now, guys. Thanks for everything. Until next time, keep on tracking. Take care.